Hello. Okay.
I don't know who was next.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just going live on the other platforms. Okay, today is not a day where I had time to clean my bathroom. Usually I do. But yeah. Let's see if there's anything else that needs to get put away. Oh my god. It's so chaotic today. Let's see. You can see I broke my ring light this morning. We're really on fire. Well done, gal. Anyways, good morning. So today we are gonna do my wavy hair routine. Let's actually turn the ring light on. There we go. And I'm gonna stick you in the corner here. There we go. Oh, and turn this light out. Angle that up. Okay, so we're gonna do my hair routine. I'm going into the salon today. I work in a curly hair salon. So I'm basically gonna walk you through how, when I'm about to do a 4-day stretch in the salon, how I would do my hair. Oh my god, I'm being blinded. The circle that usually goes on my ring light broke off. Maybe I can just sit it over it to dull it slightly. Super glue it back on. One sec. It's so bright without the thing. Well, it is what it is. Can I clip it? Yes, I can clip it with an alligator thumb. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to start with absolutely saturated, soaking, wet hair. Now, I think this is right off the bat where I see most people go astray, because you look at my hair right now and you're like, yeah, that's soaking wet, right? It's very wet right now, but it's actually not wet enough for how I want it to be when I'm actually working with my hair. So it might be okay for applying my products, but it's not going to be okay for actually working with the hair. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my products just so that I don't get as wet, but after I apply my products, I'm going to add more water to my hair. So the first product that I'm going to add into my hair is the Mela and Cara. This is a Canadian product. Blowout cream. It has thermal protection, so heat protection. It's I would say a medium weight. That's the nice thing about most blowout creams, is they're not too heavy because they're meant to be worn with your hair straight. I'm gonna add about that much. We'll see if I end up adding more. And it's like moisturizing, but it also has a little bit of protein in it. The Mela and Cura line is very, very nice. It all smells amazing. And it's actually a great gift idea, I find, because the products are like pretty moderate. Like they're not too heavy, they're not too light, they smell really, really nice. They're not too heavy, like too moisture forward or too protein forward, and they can be used for straight or curly hair, so I've been really enjoying them. And they're silicone, sulfate free, all that fun stuff. Okay, so I added a little bit of the blowout cream, and now I might actually add a little bit more of the blowout cream because my hair has been a little bit dry lately. So the purpose of the blowout cream is it's gonna add a little bit of moisture to my hair. It's also gonna help control frizz. If you're over on TikTok, I just posted a really cool 4-minute video. It's a really cool video, guys. I just posted a 4-minute video that goes through like helping you decide what products are right for your hair. It's not making product recommendations, but it's actually going through like the thought process that I go through when I'm picking products for a client. I don't go through everything, obviously, but I go through like a lot of the decisions that I'm making when I'm choosing products for clients, so that you can do the same thing for your hair. When you're like at Chatters or like at a salon or something and you're trying to choose products for your hair. Okay, so we've got our base product there. Typically in that video I talk about how most people need a base product and a topper. This would qualify as my base product. So I'm kind of using it as a curl cream. I chose it because it's a relatively medium to lightweight product, which matches my hair, which is not fine and it's not coarse. It's about a medium thickness strand. I also chose it because it's a cream-based product, so it's going to help me control frizz and add moisture to my hair. It also has a little bit of protein, and my hair likes a little bit of protein in it. It doesn't encourage curl or reduce shrinkage, anything like that, which is fine. I don't necessarily need that for my hair. So that's all of the reasons, and it has heat protectant, which I love that in my base product. Cream is too heavy for wavies. That's just not true. I'm a hairstylist and I work in a curly hair salon, and I've seen that circulating a lot. What is true is you need to use a cream that's an appropriate weight for wavies. And I think that's why that information circulates, is a lot of people use cream-based products that are like very heavy cream-based products that are meant for like heavier hair textures. But the idea that cream-based products like blanket are not appropriate for wavies is a myth. Like, absolutely is a myth. Because a lot of wavies need help with frizz control and they need more moisture in their hair. What is important is that you choose a cream-based product that is an appropriate weight for your hair. So yeah, the other thing to consider is there are some wavies who have incredibly coarse hair, like very, very, very coarse hair. Like not all wavies are created equal. Like I've had some wavies come into the salon with extremely coarse hair. So when you have hair like that, that is very prone to frizz, very, very coarse, if you don't use a cream-based base product on that hair, you're really going to struggle with frizz. So to blanket say cream products are not appropriate for wavies is just not accurate. It just reflects someone who hasn't worked with a wide variety of hair. It's a very internet take. Anyways, I feel very strongly about that. I feel like that just reflects people who haven't worked with a lot of hair, personally. But feel free to correct me if you're a hairstylist who works with curly hair and you disagree with me. Do you have layers? And if so, can you show the length of each? So I do have layers, but that's not how layers are cut. A hairstylist doesn't cut one layer and then cut another layer and then cut another layer. Layers are kind of cut like the sides of triangles, if that makes sense. So like typically layers are not disconnected from each other. They're all connected. So like typically, there might be exceptions to that. So like my shortest layer, which might be like here, should be connected to my longest layer. They should all be connected. I hope that makes sense. But my shortest layers would probably be like around this length. So I see people a lot on the internet being like, see, I have one layer here and one layer here and one layer here. And I think that's more of I'm a hairstylist, by the way. I think that's more of a reflection of not understanding how hair is cut, or maybe having a bit of a choppy haircut on their head. Or there could be that they have a specific, more disconnected cut that might be intentional. But most of my curlies are going to have a very connected layering on their head that is going to be quite connected, especially if they have like a shoulder length haircut. But they're like, if you want to have more rounded layers, your shortest haircut is probably going to start somewhere between, now when it's curly, like my hair is wet right now, so it's going to be more like elongated. So it's going to, like, my longest layers look like they're around here, but when they're like spirally, they're going to bounce up and be around like eye level. And then, yeah, but they're going to be connected. Does that make sense? Any tips on getting roots to curl better? Yeah, I have a whole video on it. It's in my last like 10 videos or so you can check that out. Okay, so we talked about my base product. I layer products. My base product was that Mela and Kira blowout cream. My topper, we are going to use, I'm actually going to use 2 toppers today. My first topper is going to be, the Love Your Curls Irish Sea Moss Gel. Let's talk about who this is good for. This is like a medium hold, very moisturizing gel, medium weight. It is not a super lightweight gel. It is not a super strong hold gel. So you really want to consider that if you're considering making a purchase decision with this product. People who don't love it as much are people who need a stronger hold, lighter weight gel. Okay, people who are gonna love it are people whose hair can tolerate a medium weight gel, who love a very moisturizing gel, and who can tolerate a medium hold gel. Like my hair. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with like a decent amount of gel here. And I'm gonna put that all over. And this is gonna be my first topper. Now, I find with my hair, because my hair is a little bit thirsty right now because I've been putting off doing a treatment. I did do a deep conditioner today, but it's the Love Your Curls deep conditioner, and I love it, but I also wanna do like a treatment on my hair, like a hydration treatment on my hair. My hair's still a little thirsty. And anyways, so I love the Love Your Curls gel because, yes, I switched my lives to Wednesday mornings. Hello, Joy. I love this gel because it's very it's a hydrating gel. And it's like heavy enough to hold moisture into my hair. So that's one of the reasons I love this gel. A lot of gels, if they're not heavy enough, I feel like they just don't do anything for my hair. They don't keep my hair from getting frizzy. I need like a bit of a heavier gel in my hair. I don't have coarse hair, but I do find my hair has gotten coarser over the years. Oh, Christina, you're having one of your best curl days ever today. You hope it lasts all day. That's amazing. Okay, so yeah, my hair has gotten coarser over the years, so I do gravitate towards like at least a medium weight gel. I have tried lighter weight gels and I just find I don't get that longevity out of the style. So, but with that said, if I use too much of a heavyweight gel, my hair does get weighed down, and that has more to do with my curl pattern. I have not the strongest, so even though the thickness of my hair strand is like medium and can tolerate a more heavyweight gel, my curl pattern is not super strong and can get weighed down a little bit. So it's like finding that balance. And because of that, I sometimes like to use 2 toppers. And I have found that works really well. So I'll use that medium weight gel to help hold moisture into my hair and have like enough like weight for the product to stay on my hair. And the moisture to stay on my hair and like the consistency to be right when I'm working with my hair. But then sometimes I will use a mousse on top of the gel to get enough hold to hold my curl and to get the volume that I want. So that works really well with my hair. And so that's when you can start playing around with more than one topper for your hair. If I just use a mousse on my own, I find my hair tends to look a bit dry. If I just use gel on my hair tends to look a bit heavy. So this is when you can start experimenting with multiple toppers to make like the perfect cocktail for your hair. So I have 2 C3A curls and I have highlights. I struggle with hydration. I think I have very fine hair. I'm trying to find new products that hold my curls all day. What would you recommend? I don't like to recommend products in my lives. I just would need too much information about your hair in order to make like a recommendation that I can really stand behind. And really I would need to like feel and touch your hair. I'm a hairstylist. I work in a curly hair salon. So to feel good about like making a recommendation for you, so I don't like to recommend products in my lives. With that said, some brands that I love include Diva Curl. I love Lust Brands. I love Amika. I love the Amika shampoos specifically. I love Inner Sense. Love Inner Sense. Living Proof. Did I say that? Dad. Yeah, so those are some of the main curly hair products. Okay, so now that I've added my base and my first topper, I like to go in and saturate my hair. To do that, typically I take a bottle of water and I pour it over my head. Just enough to resaturate my hair. And I don't know if you could tell, but actually very little water went down the drain. So I poured enough water that most of it was still caught in my hair because my hair is so thirsty. But that was almost a third of this cup. And my hair caught most of that water. So it's like finding that balance. Have I ever tried aloe vera gel on its own from a plant? Yes, I have. First of all, you have to like separate it, like the gel from the, like there's like a step that you have to do before you apply it to your hair. And second of all, yeah, it didn't work for me, but I don't know if I did it right. It didn't leave my hair feeling very nice. I use Sweet Spirit Conditioner, Volume and Hold Gel, but struggle with frizz. Probably more to do with your technique than the products, because those are great products. You probably don't need I Create Volume and I Create Hold. Well, you might. You might need them together. Some people do. Okay, so my hair is nice and wet. We are now going to start styling my hair. I am going to add mousse to my hair. I think I'm actually going to scrunch in the mousse after. I was actually not going to use a Denman brush today. Maybe I won't. I was gonna go for a lot of volume today. I forgot I was gonna do that. So, if your hair is not transitioning, this is very important. If your hair is not transitioning, I currently use the Marc Anthony Strictly Curls line. I also use Hydration Deep Conditioner from Matrix. So the Marc Anthony Strictly Curls line has, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of silicones in it. The silicones are not the devil, but just be aware of that. So one thing is, like, I'm using the Strictly Curls mousse. I like the mousse. Ish. It's not the best mousse in the world, it's just one that I happen to have. It does flash dry on my hair. It's just all my other mousses are used up. But the shampoo and conditioner, the conditioner I believe contains silicones. So I want to make sure you have a clarifying shampoo at home. And use that every like 3 to 4 shampoos on your hair, and use a different deep treatment on your hair afterwards. Maybe one that is maybe salon quality, I would say, and silicone free. If you're going to use the Marc Anthony on a regular basis, and your hair will thank you. The hydrating deep conditioner from Matrix, which I believe Matrix is salon quality. So I'm not familiar with the hydrating deep conditioner from Matrix. I'm guessing it is a heavier one. I know a lot of the Matrix products tend to be heavier, although I can't speak to that specific one. So just if you have very fine hair, that's something to be mindful of. There are deep conditioners and treatment masks that are meant for fine hair. So if you find that one is weighing down your hair, get a treatment mask that's for fine hair. Okay. Clarifying shampoo. What is clarifying shampoo? A clarifying shampoo is a special type of shampoo that is specifically meant to gently remove any buildup from your hair. It's especially important for people who are using sulfate-free shampoos on a regular basis. We're now putting in my second topper. This is mousse, okay? So clarifying shampoos became especially important with the rise of sulfate-free shampoos, co-washes, things like that. So if you currently use a sulfate-free shampoo at home, you need to be co-washing your hair on a regular basis. I would say every 3 to 4 shampoos typically. After you clarify your hair, you need to be doing a treatment of some sort, deep conditioning your hair. So a lot of people say, well, I don't like to clarify my hair because my hair feels dry afterwards. Well, clarifying your hair is kind of like giving your hair a facial. It opens up all the cuticles on your hair just like a facial would open up all the pores on your face. It's supposed to do that. And when it opens up all the cuticles on your hair, they get raised, right? They raise the cuticles temporarily on your hair, which is priming your hair to receive some sort of a mask or a deep conditioner treatment. It's clean, it's been purified, it has no buildup on it. It is ready for you to give it something good, like a deep treatment, a mask, something like that, and then seal it back down. So it's not that the clarifying treatment is hurting your hair or anything, it's just ready for you to give it something back. Okay. So clarify every 3 to 4 shampoos to remove buildup from your hair and make sure it's clean and healthy. Buildup is honestly a wavy and curly girl's worst enemy. It's gonna leave your hair dry, thirsty, not responding to products, frizzy, tangled. You can get buildup from protein, you can get buildup from moisture, to be honest. You can get buildup from your products, hard water. Now, if you are using a salon quality shampoo and conditioner that is not silicone free, you might not necessarily, that is not sulfate free, you might not necessarily need to clarify, but you might want to consider using a sulfate free shampoo as your regular shampoo, or like a gentler regular shampoo that is less drying and just clarifying on a regular basis. It depends. I mean, assess your hair. Does your hair feel dry, right? Okay. So, do ACV products act the same as clarifying shampoo? No, they are not as clarifying. And I can attest to this. People come in all the time and they're like, yeah, I use an ACV clarifying shampoo, and I feel their hair and they have buildup on their hair. So no, they don't. They're very mild detergents. Very mild. You can have buildup on your hair and be doing ACV rinses all the time. They're very mild. Also, guys, if you're going to use a clarifying shampoo, I have people coming in a lot who use the Neutrogena clarifying shampoo and they still have buildup on their hair. So, FYI, like, use a salon quality clarifying shampoo, please. I don't know why that is, but I feel like consistently people are coming in, they're like, I use the Neutrogena clarifying shampoo, and I'm like, do you? Okay. That's no hate on to like general drugstore clarifying shampoos. I'm sure there are some good ones out there. It's just specifically the Neutrogena one. Okay. So I recommend the Malibu Sea clarifying shampoo. That's the one that we have in the salon. So that's the one that I have experience with, and I can like attest to the fact it works really well. Okay, so I'm not gonna use a Denman brush today. I just want to have lots of volume. And also I've been taking way too long to like talk to you guys today, so we're just gonna try this. I feel like I've added too much water, so let's go in with more gel. Okay. I don't have a t-shirt. Yes, I do. I do have a t-shirt. Okay. So now I'm going to take a cotton t-shirt because I'm in a weird mood today. And we're just going to do like a scrunch to, not a scrunch. We're just going to do a squish to condish routine today. I'm not going to use the Denman brush. I never do this, but we're just feeling a little crazy today. So now I'm just going to squish out the water. So the key is I just added all my products. I added my cream and I added my gel. And then I added water and tried to like get it nice and like clumpy. And then I scrunched in my water. But then I wasn't happy with how it was clumping, so then I added more water. So like it's basically, the goal is you want to have like really nice juicy clumps. Because I'm not brush styling today, which is really unusual for me. I get a lot better longevity when I brush style my hair, but I'm kind of experimenting with not brush styling. Now, If you're not gonna rake and shake, you're not gonna brush style, which is what I teach in the salon. And the reason I teach rake and shake method in the salon is because most people who come to see me in the salon have transitioning hair. Their hair is getting healthier. Does that make sense? Like it's not necessarily at 100% health right now. Rake and shake method helps with transitioning hair. It helps with hair that is not at optimal health right now, and it helps you to achieve your goals while your hair is transitioning. Once your hair is super, super healthy and you've started to understand all the other elements of your curl routine, do you have to keep doing the rake and shake method? You will always get more longevity out of your style when you do the rake and shake method. But I do have a lot of clients who say they stopped doing the rake and shake method when their hair was no longer transitioning and they still got great results. So we're gonna try and not do the rake and shake method today on my hair. We're gonna see how it goes. Now, I might get good results today. I might not, because I don't usually do this. But the question is, will I get good results tomorrow? Will I get good results the next day? But you know what? It's fun to experiment, and that's what we do here. But again, I'm still an advocate for the rake and shake method because I think it's very, very effective for transitioning hair, and it gives very good longevity out of your style. Okay, so after I've applied my products, I'm basically taking a cotton t-shirt and I'm very gently scrunching the hair. Now, what I do like about doing this routine where you go straight into scrunching your hair and then I'm gonna go straight into diffusing is I get so much volume. So much volume. I'm going for very big hair today. And the way I diffuse it too is I'm gonna go for like all the volume. I'm really excited. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of hover diffusing. And it's especially important to do a little bit of hover diffusing today. So because I didn't do any rake and shake method, my diffusing technique becomes incredibly important to make sure that everything just doesn't get super, super frizzy. And then I don't just break up all of the curl pumps that we created. So I'm going to start by hover diffusing. Hover diffusing is when you take all of your, so you hold the diffuser about 8 to 10 centimeters away from your hair. I've got it on a medium heat setting. I might even put it on a high heat setting just for the hover diffusing. And I'm hover diffusing it like, one second. Directly upside down because I really want to build volume. So the idea behind hover diffusing it for a couple of minutes before I start pixie diffusing is it's going to allow the curl pattern to start to kind of set into its natural curl or its natural wave. Yes, I am using hot air. When you're hover diffusing the curl heat, by the time it actually reaches your hair, it's not going to be super hot anymore. So it's not that dangerous to use like an actual hot when you're hover diffusing. I'll turn it down when I'm actually cupping my hair. Okay, so we hover diffuse for a little bit. Now I'm going to turn the heat down to a medium heat and I'm going to pick the diffuse. I'm holding positions for like about 10 to 15 seconds. The key with pixie diffusing, one second, I'm going to lower this down. So the products that we use today, the Mela and Kira Blowout Cream. This is a Canadian-based company. It has thermal protection, and it's a blowout cream, but I use it as a curl cream. It's pretty lightweight. By the way, my name's Gal. I'm a hairstylist. I work in a curly hair salon. It has moisture. It has a little bit of protein, a little bit of moisture, very balanced product. Then I went in with the Love Your Curls Irish Sea Moss Gel. This is like a medium weight, very moisturizing gel with medium hold. And then I use a drugstore mousse, strictly curls. I'm all out of all my mousses. This is not the best mousse in the world, but I'm all out of mousse right now. Okay, so you'll notice I'm really holding my positions when I just use my hair, and that's really clutch. What's my favorite mousse? For my hair, my favorite mousse is the Wedad Curl. I forget what it's called. It's in like a green bottle. It's by Wedad. Vital Curl. It's very moisturizing, and like frankly, I could use it on its own, like as a one product. I wouldn't necessarily get a ton of longevity out of my hair, but I just got my first pair of bell-bottom leggings since I was a kid. I'm so excited. They're the buff bunny ones. I don't know if you can see them. And I really like them. It's the buff bunny ones. The only thing is I wish I got, I'm only 5'5", but I wish I got in the tall. Because I hate when people wear bell-bottom leggings and they're just a little too short. And I find them a little too short, so I wish I got them long and just hemmed them. So by the time I realized it was going to bug me, I had already worn them to the gym, so I'm just going to have to live with it. And they're like $100. They're really expensive. But they're worth it. They feel like Lululemon leggings. I feel very snatched. How is this turning out? Okay, I'm switching it to the heat rotation setting, so it's automatically going to rotate between a higher and lower heat setting. I find it's getting a little bit frizzy, so sometimes rotating between higher and lower heat can help with that. If you blow dry your hair on too high a heat, that can contribute to frizz. didn't do any rig and shake method. I'm really nervous it's going to turn out very frizzy, but I'm sure I'll have lots of volume. We'll see. I did my hair for the Christmas party, the Curlology Christmas party like this, and it turned out pretty well. The refreshes were okay. So today the products that we used were the Mela and Cara Blowout Cream, which has thermal protection. Like it's a little bit moisturizing. It's kind of a medium weight product. And then the Irish Sea Moss Gel, again like a medium weight product. When you're choosing your products, you want to figure out what your hair strand thickness is. So if you have really fine hair, you're going to want to gravitate towards lighter weight products. And if you have like more coarse hair, you're going to want to gravitate towards like heavier weight products. I have like medium strand thickness. Like some strands are a little bit coarser, but I definitely don't have coarse hair. So I tend to gravitate towards like medium weight products. If I go too light in my products, my hair just like feels like I've put nothing on it. If I go too heavy in my products, my hair gets weighed down. So I really have to dance that like line of middle of the road products. And sometimes I like to layer products to get the right cocktail. With pretty much everybody, I'm going to recommend that you have a base product and a topper. How can you tell how thick your strands are? Like, is there a comparison? Yeah, take a single strand, and you might even want to take strands from a few places in your head, because some people have multiple strand thicknesses on their head, and rub it between your fingers. If you can't feel it, you probably have fine hair. If you can definitely feel it, some people compare it to like coarse hair. That would be like a very coarse strand of hair. And if you kind of feel, if you're like not sure, you're like, this kind of feels like in between, you might just have medium strand thickness. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people fall in between. So if you're really not sure and you feel like you've been trying to figure it out forever, you don't know if you're fine, you don't know if you're coarse, probably you're medium. Same with porosity. Like, so many people are like, I don't know if I'm fine, like high porosity, I don't know if I'm low porosity, I can't figure it out. Like, I feel like none of these apply to me. You could be medium porosity. Like, my hair is medium porosity. I'm not super low porosity, I'm not super high porosity. Like, not everybody is super high or super low porosity. Your hair is definitely fine, yeah. I feel like there's a lot of people who follow me have fine hair, which I find really interesting because my hair is not fine. How can you tell porosity? I mean, the easiest way to tell is how quickly does your hair dry. If your hair air dries in less than 2 hours, you've got high or higher porosity hair. Porosity to do with your hair's ability to absorb and retain water. Ooh, I'm kind of enjoying my hair today. Yeah, if your hair air dries in an hour, you have very, very high porosity hair. That is very fast. My hair air dries in about 7 hours. Okay. So we're almost dry. I've got a nice little cast on my hair, so I've got the stiffness on my hair from blow drying. Now, I really wasn't going for massive frizz control today. I was going for volume over frizz control. Yeah, Kylie, 1 hour is very fast for air drying. That's like unusually fast. I know, I have people come into my salon all the time and they're like, yeah, my hair takes forever to air dry. It takes like 2 hours. I'm like, that's so fast. Like, I have clients who come in and their hair takes 24 hours to air dry. That's slow. 1 to 2 hours to air dry is on the fast side. Yeah, you can't diffuse because it dries so quickly. Yeah. Yeah. So you know that your hair is drying quickly then. So you might find it helpful to use, and so again, this is why like when people say wavy shouldn't use cream-based products, like it's just a weird, to me, myth that is going around the internet that I don't know why people are saying it. Like, I think using the wrong cream-based products, sure, but anyways, like, you might benefit from using a cream-based product in your hair to help it stay wet longer while you're working with your hair, right? Like, that's a very strategic way to use a cream-based product. But then again, depending on your hair, hair might be weighed down very easily. So in that case, like if you find your hair looks heavy or greasy when you use cream-based products, then I wouldn't, but. Okay. If your hair is weighed down very easily, you might want to look at like Gelée pod. Like there's lots of primers out there. Like Diva Curl has a plumping primer. It's a Gelée that you put under your gels, as opposed to putting like a leave-in conditioner or a curl cream under your gel. And then you can use like a very lightweight gel. Wave Maker by Diva Curl is also very lightweight as far as cream products go. You just use a very small amount of it. but I've used it on hair that is weighed down very easily, and I just use like the smallest amount if your hair is dry. If your hair feels really dry, I mean, ultimately it's a drugstore product. Like, it's not going to be the best for your health, for your hair long term. Okay. I feel like my hair didn't turn out as well as it did for the Christmas party, and I'm sad. Meh. This is kind of the challenge with this, with the squish to condition method, is it does kind of feel like you're playing a game of roulette every time you do your hair. I feel like when I do the rake and shake method, I always know exactly how my hair is gonna turn out. And when I do this just scrunching and diffusing method, I'm always like, is it gonna work this time? Fingers crossed. I don't know if you guys have tips for how to make it more predictable. I don't style my hair like this very often, so. Okay, so after I finish diffusing my hair, I like to put in a couple of root clips because your hair continues to settle until it's cooled. Kind of like when you do a curl and then you put it in a roller until it's cooled. Same thing with your roots. There we go. No. I basically just kind of clip them in this upright position. Oh goodness, my thing wasn't updating. Mostly what I do is I use a leave-in conditioner and the curl lotion and then another drugstore lightweight hold gel. Oh, if your hair's weighed down easily, you don't need a leave-in and a curl lotion probably. Does my hair part open at the back? Maybe? I do have a crown back there. Okay, so then I basically let my hair cool. I have clips in to have it all upright. It's gonna fall a little bit when I take these clips out. But I clip it up like this to help it maintain volume during the cooling process, and that's gonna help me in the end to have a little bit more volume. The key is a used good salon quality product. Yeah, I mean, like Chatters has really good prices on salon quality products too. Like, how do you protect your hair at night? I lately have been using like a little clip to put my hair in the center, in like a little willow or a little bun on top of my head. My hair's not long, well, it is long enough, but not to do a really loose bun on top of my head. So I just do like kind of this crown of my head in a loose bun on top of my head, and then I put it in a silk scarf. I want a glass of water, but there's no cups. Oh, sorry, YouTube. YouTube can't see me. One sec. Just a booby. Whoa! I also live in South Florida, so it's super humid and hot. Whoops. What am I doing here? Don't turn on. Goodness me. I'm just pressing all the buttons there. Your water is super hard, so make sure you're clarifying your hair. I would use Malibu Sea Hard Water Wellness as a clarifying shampoo if you have super hard water. Yeah, so anyways, from here I'm going to like I would do my makeup, I would start getting ready, I might start putting my like face cream on. And then you'll see in a couple of minutes how it ends up looking once I take the clips out, because obviously it's not going to have quite this much volume once I take this out and once it settles. But the clips do make a really big difference in preventing it from settling quite as much. So I do think it's a really important step to like clip your hair. If your hair doesn't curl all the way to the root, then I really encourage you to like get root clips and clip it right after you finish diffusing. Or the alternative of what you can do is to put your blow dryer on a cool shot and continue diffusing your hair until your hair is 100% cool. And that can really help as well. I need to invest in a better quality moisturizer, but my face is so dry. I live in Canada. Oh my god, it's like sandpaper. So that took an hour, which is what it usually takes me, so we really didn't save any time by not using the rake and shake method because I was talking so much. I figured I was talking a lot. That's one of the reasons I skipped the rake and shake method. Do any of you guys do the rake and shake method at home? Or what have you been struggling with? Oh my god, that feels so much better. Ever since winter started, I swear my hair has changed so much. There's been like a dramatic change in my hair with the change in seasons. You can't do the brush coiling trick. It can be, there's like a big learning curve. How often as like people in our 20s or adults do you actually try and learn a new skill, eh? I feel like we don't think about that very much. Still trying to get the hang of the rake and shake method. Yeah, it can be definitely tricky, especially when you don't have somebody there to like tell you where you're running into challenges. I would say the biggest thing that I see people struggling with is they're not using enough water. And they're like, no, the hair is soaking wet. How is it possible that I'm not using enough water? If the hair is not coming together, add more water. Even if you think the hair cannot possibly not be wet enough. Just try, put your hand under the faucet, give it a little shake, and add more water. Like instead of spraying it, put your hand under the faucet, give it a little shake, and rake that through and see if that helps the hair come together a little bit more. That's always my biggest tip. If the hair is stringy, there's 3 things that you can do. 1, you can take a smaller section vertically, okay? You can rebrush through the hair. You can add more water. 1, 2, 3. Was there one more thing that I'm thinking of? I can't really do a quick overview because I don't have hair to do it on, but you can take a smaller section. You can you can add more water. You can rebrush through. I feel like there's something that I'm missing. Can anyone else think of what it is? Any of my previous clients? This is a test. Yes. So if you're struggling with the rake and shake method, there's 3 things that you can do. If it's getting stringy, like it's not clumping well, then you can take, someone said they're not fluent, so I'm just speaking a little bit more slowly. You can take smaller sections. So maybe your section is too big. So take less hair, okay? The other thing you can do is make the hair more wet. That's the most common issue that I see people having. Just take you need more water. Literally put your hand, go like this, and then rake water from your hand through the hair, okay? The other thing you can do is take your brush and brush through again after you've added the water. And then there's something else that you can do. I forget what it is though. I forget. But those are like kind of the main things. Oh, you can take your other hand and you can pancake it. So take a section. I don't want to ruin my hair. But you can pancake with the other hand to horizontally, to make sure that it's not splitting vertically. That is really hard to describe. But you can use the other hand literally with your fingers to pinch it to make sure that it's not splitting vertically. Pinch it and then start raking. Pinch and then start raking. And then before you start shaking, you're just gonna release it and go like that. But you just pinch while you're raking through. That's the other one. I knew there was another tip. Okay, so now my hair should be cool, so I'm going to take out the clips and shake out my hair. Okay, well, we got lots of volume today. My hair is okay. I'm not loving it, but I don't know. What do you think? Oh, sorry, YouTube. Poor YouTube. What do you guys think? Maybe I just need my coffee. Am I just in a bad mood? The hard water shampoo for the hard water clarifying shampoo is Hard Water Wellness by Malibu Sea. I feel like it's a little frizzy up here, but I did say that I was going for volume over frizz. So the other thing that I can do for even more volume, do you see how it's like, I feel like a little frizzy right through here? You know what I can do? I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Melon Cura Smooth Ends. And then where is here? Actually, I might even take just a little bit of gel. I'm probably gonna make it worse now. You know when you can't stop poking the bear? Okay, I actually, no, I'm happier. I feel better now. It's less frizzy. I'm much happier. Okay, so I like pancaked over with Melancour Smooth Ends, and then I pancaked over literally with the gel that I used earlier. I don't know if it's dry though. 1 second, let me just finish diffusing it. Okay, and then I did switch it to cold diffusing, and I diffused it until it was cool. Yay! Now my hands are all sticky. Okay. Now, the last thing I like to do is I take Going Up texture spray, and this is for my girlies who just like lots of volume. And I'm gonna spray this right in at my roots, and I'm pretty generous with it. Anybody who like you find you have scalp that shows through your hair, then this is a great product for you. Or you just like want more volume, volumizing texture sprays. That's what you're missing in your life. So you apply it anywhere where you want to build volume. Okay. And then throughout the day, anytime that I feel like my hair is falling flat, I'm literally gonna flip my hair forward and I'm gonna zhuzh it. Now, I'm not gonna do that right now, first of all, because I like the amount of volume I have in my hair, but I like to go ahead and put the product in my hair so that later today, when I want to like zhuzh my hair, it will stay. Because I know over the next 2 hours, my hair is gonna start to fall a little bit. So by going ahead and putting the product in there, I'm gonna be able to like zhuzh it later. Does that make sense? So anyways, but if my hair already has enough volume now and I zhuzh it, I'm gonna create unnecessary frizz. But anyways, for now, I'm happy with the amount of volume, so I'm not gonna go ahead and do it now. Okay, thanks for joining, guys. This was a lot of fun, and I will see you next Wednesday at 7:15. Again, my lives have switched to Wednesdays at 7:15. I need to start having coffee before I do these lives. So that I'm like more organized. But anyways, thank you for joining, and I will see you next week.